Melons have been consumed for over 2,000 years. They are a type of gourd classified as a berry. What are the benefits of melon? Melon can quench thirst, refresh on a hot day, and restore energy after a long workday. The melon's flesh contains up to 96% water, with a minimum water content of 82%. Its dry matter consists of 90% simple sugars such as glucose, fructose, and sucrose. Other carbohydrates include pectins, starch, and cellulose. The protein content is relatively low, not exceeding 0.9%, but it contains essential and non-essential amino acids. The benefits of melon flesh also come from the presence of organic acids and a rich array of vitamins and minerals. Each melon is undoubtedly beneficial. Its pleasant taste and health benefits make it a popular choice. The key benefits of melon are 1. Replenishing essential vitamins and minerals, thus ensuring proper metabolism, biochemical reactions, and adequate oxygen and energy supply. 2. Protecting the skin, mucous membranes, and eyes from the harmful effects of UV radiation and dryness. 3. Improving blood composition by providing the necessary amount of blood cells and clotting factors. 4. Counteracting the buildup of cholesterol in the blood, reducing the likelihood of atherosclerotic plaque formation and blood vessel walls. 5. Reducing the risk of cardiovascular diseases, ischemic heart disease, and hypertension. 6. Stimulating the production of endorphins, which boosts mood and has a positive effect on mental health, helping to combat depression. 7. Having a toning effect on the skin and hair, promoting regeneration and quick healing of damage and erosion. 8. Normalizing digestion, improving the absorption of essential nutrients and stabilizing gut flora. 9. Cleansing the body by stimulating the kidneys' filtering capacity, enhancing skin's excretory function, and acting as a mild laxative for the intestines. 10. Reducing the intensity of early signs of aging, contributing to overall body rejuvenation and lowering the risk of cancer. 11. Promoting fat breakdown and utilizing fat stores, helping restore a slim figure. 12. Boosting the immune system, allowing the body to better resist infections and colds. 13. Effectively combating anxiety, insomnia, panic attacks, and irritability. 14. Supporting a healthy blood composition by ensuring an adequate supply of blood cells and plasma substances. 15. Slowing down and even stopping chronic inflammation. 16. Optimizing nerve central transmission along nerve fibers. A melon affects the entire body by influencing its individual organs and systems. Which organs are affected by a melon? Like any food, a melon doesn't selectively act on just one or two organs. It has numerous positive qualities, as mentioned earlier, and its influence extends to most of the body's organs. When you eat melon, you may experience the following benefits. 1. Increased brain cell activity, improving cognitive function, memory, focus, and mood. 2. Sharper vision, reduced eye fatigue, and better night vision. 3. Reduced hair loss, clearer skin, and less noticeable fine lines. 4. Regular and timely bowel movements with increased bile system activity. 5. Improved lymphatic system function, leading to better detoxification and a more efficient immune response to foreign proteins, toxins, and infectious agents. 6. The heart muscle will maintain proper function even under physical stress. 7. Blood vessels, thanks to improved wall elasticity, will regulate blood flow fluctuations, helping maintain normal blood pressure. 8. The bronchi will clear more effectively of dust, viruses, and bacteria from the air, reducing the likelihood of respiratory diseases. 9. The kidneys will work more efficiently, increasing urine production, and the blood filtered through them will be cleaner. Melon can help alleviate the following conditions: acute respiratory diseases and bronchitis, hypercholesterolemia, characterized by elevated cholesterol levels that thicken the blood and narrow vessels, atherosclerosis, particularly when it affects the heart and brain vessels, colitis accompanied by constipation and reduced colon motility, skin conditions and the healing of superficial injuries, rapidly deteriorating vision, depression and anxiety, insomnia and heightened nervousness. Melon can be considered a preventative aid for heart attacks and strokes. It helps cope with stressful situations, fears, and panic attacks. Though many good things have been said about melons, it's important to follow proper consumption guidelines to avoid potential negative effects. How should you eat melon, and how much can you eat per day? Melon flesh is indeed rich in beneficial nutrients, but it can be very heavy on the stomach and requires stimulation of digestive enzymes. Doctors recommend not exceeding 500 grams of melon per day for healthy adults. For children, the maximum amount of melon per day should not exceed 100 grams. It's best not to eat the full 500 grams for adults or 100 grams for children at once. Instead, divide it into smaller portions throughout the day. Children can be introduced to melon starting at the age of 2, beginning with no more than 20 grams. If they tolerate it well, the amount can gradually be increased to 100 grams. However, this should be done gradually. The ideal amount of melon depends on factors like age, the presence of chronic illnesses, individual tolerance, and allergies. Best practices for eating melon. It's better to eat melon separately from other main meals. Melon should not be combined with dairy products or alcohol. The best time to eat melon is in the first half of the day, since it's rich in glucose, which provides energy. Avoid eating melon at night, as it has a diuretic effect. Dietary use of melon. You can even have melon-based detox days, which can be particularly beneficial for people with high blood pressure. Along with melon, the diet can include chicken or turkey breast, boiled vegetables, and green tea. To follow the recommendations for consuming melon, it's essential to choose the right melon before purchasing. Here are a few tips to help you select a good melon. It should have a dry but not overly dried stem. There should be no dents on its surface. The skin should be uneven, either with a patterned webbing or ribbed texture. A white spot on its side is a good sign, showing that the melon ripened naturally in the sun. Additional tips for consuming melon. 1. Don't eat melon if it has a spot on the flesh. Such melons should be thrown away, as they can cause serious health problems. 2. Store a cut melon in the refrigerator for no more than a day, covering it with a cloth. Avoid storing it in a plastic bag. Air circulation is necessary. If you want to enjoy melon in the winter, here are some preservation methods. Freezing. Cut the washed and dried melon flesh into thin slices. Arrange them in a single layer on a tray and freeze for 12 hours. Once frozen, place the slices in portioned bags and store them in the freezer. Drying. Cut the melon into thin slices no more than 2 centimeters thick and arrange them on a baking sheet. Preheat the oven to 220 degrees Celsius, 430 degrees Fahrenheit. Then reduce the heat to 85 degrees Celsius, 185 degrees Fahrenheit, after 15 minutes. Dry the melon for 6 hours, flipping the slices every 30 minutes. Then let them air dry for a few hours to evaporate any remaining moisture. Store the dried slices in a glass jar with a tight lid. In some cases, you can preserve a whole melon until the new year. Late varieties of melon can be stored in a cool, dark place on a soft surface. The whole melon can also be stored for a long time in a special refrigerator compartment, covered with paper. What will happen if you eat melon every day? Daily consumption of melon during its ripening season, as long as you follow the recommended guidelines and don't exceed the suggested amount, can lead to several positive changes in the body. Improved intestinal motility, regular and timely cleansing of the colon. Enhanced mood. Depression, insomnia, and panic attacks may subside. Better information retention. The ability to absorb new information may increase. Reduced risk of infections and inflammation. Infections will clear up and the likelihood of inflammation and tumours will decrease. Chronic diseases in remission. Chronic conditions may enter a prolonged remission phase. Appetite control and weight loss. Reduced appetite, making it easier to shed extra pounds. Clearer skin. Skin will clear up, including the reduction of pustular eruptions, and hair volume may restore. Normalised blood pressure. This could potentially reduce the need for some antihypertensive medications. Slower aging process. The body's ability to regenerate and recover will accelerate. Lower risk of atherosclerosis. Decreased cholesterol deposits on the walls of blood vessels. Reduced swelling. Edema in the extremities and facial puffiness may disappear. Increased productivity. Both mental and physical performance will improve, along with enhanced resistance to external stress factors. Improved appearance and overall well-being. Regular melon consumption during the season can be beneficial, provided there are no contraindications for you. What can happen with excessive melon consumption and what are the contraindications? If you consume more melon flesh than your body can digest comfortably, or if you eat unripe or spoiled melon, the body may respond with the following symptoms: abdominal heaviness and pain. The pain may be sharp and localized in the upper abdomen, nausea, belching with unpleasant odor, and vomiting. These symptoms arise due to the development of putrefacitive processes. Diarrhea. Initially, the stool may be mushy and then become liquid, related to poor digestion and the effect of the liquid melon on the large intestine. Puffiness under the eyes. This can occur because not all the fluid from the melon is immediately eliminated. If the melon was spoiled, symptoms of poisoning may appear. 1. Persistent nausea and vomiting, accompanied by heaviness in the stomach and discomfort in the flanks. 2. Abdominal bloating and diarrhea, frequent watery and foul-smelling stools. 3. General weakness and fever, often rising to high temperatures above 38 degrees Celsius. 4. Body aches, internal shivering, and persistent cold sensation. 5. Tachycardia and shortness of breath, along with low blood pressure. 6. Paleness or mild yellowing of the skin. These symptoms are due to toxic substances produced when the melon flesh spoils, as well as toxins released by bacteria that have settled on the spoiled fruit. Contraindications for melon consumption include acute and exacerbated chronic gastrointestinal diseases, primarily ulcerative disease, gastritis, duodenitis, and systemic colitis, liver, gallbladder, and pancreatic diseases, decompensated diabetes mellitus. In the case of well-managed diabetes, melon can be consumed up to 100 grams twice a week. Allergic reactions and individual intolerance. Even if there has been no prior reaction, those with allergies should approach melon consumption with caution. There are over 200 varieties of melon worldwide, grown under various climatic conditions and agricultural practices. Therefore, an allergic reaction to some varieties may occur even if there is no allergy to others. Additionally, individual intolerance to melon, like any other food, may manifest as abdominal discomfort. In such cases, it's better to avoid consuming melon. Sweet, juicy melon can be a wonderful dessert and a beneficial addition to your diet, but it can also harm your health if not consumed properly. Always approach the question of to eat or not to eat, individually, and of course, follow the recommendations of specialists.